DM for the
Well,
best players in the entire world. Apologies, Katie's not going to be here this week. She is currently in a let's see here. Oh, she got stuck in an alternate dimension
oh,
uh,
okay.
where there's nothing but shrimp.
Ooh. Okay.
Uh, and if
I,
any of you guys get that reference, I will be quite pleased.
I
Uh,
I know exactly where that reference is from.
of course, you would know what the reference is from.
Jen's good about that. I did not get that reference, but now I'm just thinking of
It's
all of the different varieties of shrimp.
it's a Buffy reference.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's a deep cut Buffy reference.
yeah. Um, all right. Let's first we'll go over our credits. Cartography by Shay and Peku. Cartography by Shay and Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek 46. Custom tokens by Shay and Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Frecklesketches. And logo by Luke McCay. And
Yay.
special thank you to our sponsor, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. I don't normally do the ad read for this, so you'll have to forgive me. Our code this week for a Electrum chest in game is Labs Uvea Impy. That's LABS UVEA IMPI. You can get that in chat.
You
And
okay.
I
Sorry.
normally throw it to Katie. Who's after Katie?
It's me, I believe.
Yeah.
Hit it.
So throw it to me. Hi, I'm Lauren. She, her. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. Just go to the front page of my website. You can find my socials. You can find the stuff I'm doing. You can find me here playing Fairlos, the Tabaxi cleric, who is going to hit a police car with a hammer unless her friends come up with some better plan. They probably will, because there's got to be a better plan than that, right? That's all I got. Sorry.
I know. I felt like that silence was solid to extend for a
Very,
while.
very good.
Uh, Hi, I'm Jen Kretschmer. You can find me on the interwebs as at Dreamwisp, dreamwisp.bisky.social, and streaming as DreamWispJen. I am here to play Rivulet, your friendly tsunami druid. And also, if you are a fan of Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms, which is a fantastic idle clicker game that you can find on all of the various platforms, right now you can pick up a skin for Alindra and Professor Griff, as well as our good friend Dahani.
That's me.
I'll let Latia talk about that in a second. But the in-game fun new fancy clothes. Including a fancy pair of spectacles and a vest for Griff. So check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's a free-to-play game, and it has fun D&D stuff. Yeah, go check it out. It's great.
It sure does. Hi, everybody. I'm back. I understand that we didn't have a game or something like that last week, but I was fully unaware because I was also in an alternate dimension fighting the things we do not speak of. And I'm here, and they are not for now. So we're safe for some time. You're welcome. I'm Latia Jaquise. You can find me everywhere at Latia Jaquise. Except for the places where I am not, like in that alternate dimension. Today I am playing, as I play every week, Essequa Havenwright, everybody's favorite Dragonborn blade singing wizard. And unrelated, actually somewhat related, I'm very excited for the Forgotten Realms books to come out on Tuesday because then I could use the new blade singer.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. What else? Dahani. Yeah, so everybody knows Dahani is the sweetest Aarakocra monk that you've ever seen, and definitely not a murder bird. But what if, in an alternate dimension where she failed against fighting the things we do not speak of, she became that murder bird? You can get the Nightmare Dahani skin on Idle Champions right now go get it. It's fun. And also, they have cool storylines and stuff that you can play to learn about the Forgotten Realms and the characters in it. And that's all I got.
I mean, it's
And,
good.
And special thank you to our moderators, Billith and Strike Red Kite, along with our producer who is running the stream right now, Billith, who is going to zoom us out a little bit. I think we're all a little bit too zoomed in.
We're very close. Also, is the Billith that is our moderator and the Billith that is our producer the same Billith? I just
No,
wanna
those are
make that-
different Billiths. They're
different
completely-
Billiths.
Yeah.
Two different Billiths.
Two hats. They're not allowed to be on the same person. That's not how it works.
It's all good. They're
You'll
great.
never see them in the same room together.
That's
Wild.
fair. That's fair. This is episode 39 of Player and Book's first campaign, The Secondhand Souls. Previously on Players and Book, The Weight of Ophelia. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. The Bard, Hamlet. The Secondhand Souls discuss escape options with the police and the Empress's agents closing in. After some discussion, the large group breaks in two, with Michelle's family and Johnny heading off invisibly and by air, while the Secondhand Souls themselves jump off the building and start to run. The Scholar casts a high... I used one of your spell slots, by the way. The Scholar casts a high-level invisibility spell, covering everyone but the Poet, who leads the rest through the town to a dive bar called the Sword and Shield in the Bulwark District. There they meet Eric Stouffer, an old friend of the Poet's, who keeps them hidden in his basement while the search continues outside for them. The Souls discuss the play, the true intentions of Crescenza the Marvelous Muse, goddess of award-winning musical theater, First Lady of Encores and Unexpected Key Changes, and Jennifer Kretschmer makes a convincing case that this D&D game and the real-life players in it are actually part of a multimedia spanning shared universe, all taking place inside a snow globe. Once that crisis is mostly over, the Souls are served a filling, if simple, meal and sent on their way safely. With the much lower police presence, they're able to make it back to the Crowbar, but unfortunately, the first thing they see is it being surrounded by police and the Poet's brother being loaded into the back of a squad car. It is 11:52 p.m. on Dawn's Day, the 29th of Dreams. There's a dark shadow over the city, even if the sun is shining above the waves, and someone has betrayed the Rebel Alliance.
No.
Has the car that includes the brother started to leave yet?
It is now leaving.
Okay. Are any other cars looking like they are going to follow, or is it following any other cars?
Okay. How long, like time-wise, would you like to wait to kind of observe this behavior?
3 seconds.
Okay. No other cars are following. It seems like it's leaving on its own.
Okay. Are we still invisible?
No, that ended once you get, because you guys spent like a decent amount of time in the basement.
Yeah.
That was
Was
before
it-
that.
Was that time longer than an hour?
It was longer than an hour. It was less
Okay.
than a short. It was less than a long rest, more than a short rest.
Okay.
It was multiple hours. I think we called it like 4, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. I mean, I'm happy to cast it again once we emerge.
Actually, I can double check exactly how long it was because my session summaries include a time. I can look at what the time between the two episodes was, because the time it took you to get to the place was not that long. So let's see, 6 to 11, yeah, 5 hours roughly,
Okay.
4 to 5.
Okay.
Um,
I can cast it again, and we can be invisible.
So, for the sake of my friends, I think you all see Fairless is about to dash after this car.
No. It's
no,
kind of
wait, don't.
it's not quite Willy Wonka, but it's like half-hearted in the way that Essequin knows that this is what you're going to do, but also please don't.
I mean, so if you seriously don't want her to, she won't. But like, it's one of those split-second decisions of like, if you don't want her to, she won't. But if you,
So
yeah,
So I don't want her to, but in that way that like I feel that Essequa does not have enough time to get a full no out, so that's just how it comes out.
I think Fairlos would take a step and then look back at you.
I don't think that we should do that. You should do that. We don't want to get caught.
Okay.
That pause is enough for it to get around the corner.
Are we just letting them go then? Because this is the only chance we're gonna get to get them before they are unassailable.
Ungettable. Okay. Hold on. What do I got? I don't think I got anything.
I mean, I've got something. It's not gonna be quiet or subtle, but I've got something.
Well, do we want to get them? Because if we want to get them, then I would have been like, no, do whatever. But do we want to incur the wrath of most of the city's police force right now?
I think we already have.
Do we just need to slow them down?
Yes.
That would be helpful.
May I... Let me make sure I still have it and didn't swap it out.
While you're looking for that, I think Fairlos might have, not a walk and talk, maybe a quicker than that. But if they've rounded the corner, I think Fairlos would have started to pull everyone in that direction so that we could try to like head them off at the pass, especially if Riv's got an idea to slow them down.
Let me give you a sense of what the geometry of all of this is.
Dash and
I
dab.
did trade it out.
You guys, just for the sake of safety and stealth, are across the street peeking out from an alley.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
The vehicle, if you're looking at the actual map, you see where there's a corner where literally the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
It's turned up that street and is no longer visible and was moving away from you guys.
Oh, okay.
However, in the time it's taken you guys to have this conversation, it's come back around.
Why?
And it's definitely the same car. It's not just a squad
It
car.
looks like it's the same one. You want to make a perception check to be sure? You absolutely can.
I would like to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please.
Oh, come on. That's a 10.
23. Yeah, it's the same car.
And
Is it the same driver?
do I see at the very least the
I-
brother in the back?
Okay, so they're a lot closer to you, because they're going all the way around and you guys are across the street, so they have to cross the street directly in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You see it go by, and with a 23, does anybody want to try to add anything to that to get it to a 25 possibly?
I got nothing but the help
Sure. Yeah. Help action or
action.
guidance. Guidance.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the d4 for a guidance.
Me or Riv?
Riv.
I am rolling 2.
He does.
That gets you to a 25, which
Yes.
is enough for you to identify everybody in the vehicle.
All right.
And 3
who's
would have
in
just
there?
given you the driver. The guy in the driver's seat is this guy in a police outfit instead of in his current outfit.
Okay.
Oh,
Not
what was his name?
hot, but he is cute.
Barnaby.
We met him. He was in the
Yeah.
in the
He
apartment.
was. He's the father of Michelle. That's
Oh,
Barnaby
right.
Bennett. In the passenger seat in the front, his son.
Mhm.
In the back seat,
Ah.
Tallulah's brother. and Johnny Jubilee. And Barnaby looks like he is currently arguing with his son slightly. Not like a animated, like really serious argument, but they are having a discussion where it seems like maybe I'm giving you with a 25. It seems like they disagree on some point.
Well, maybe we can flag them down.
Do we know the dog person?
That's Johnny
That's
Jubilee.
Johnny Jubilee.
That's Johnny. I'm sorry. Yes,
That's okay.
of course. I'm sorry.
So yeah, as they go by, I'll say under my breath, well, it's a good thing you stopped me from stopping the car, because all 4 of them are people that we know. And I'll name them off real quick. We can flag them down. I don't know if we want to flag them down in front of everybody, though. I don't know why they decided to come on back, though.
Well, so we can certainly now we can locate person, or we can message them at the moment.
Yeah, I
right?
can send. Do we want to?
That works too.
Who should I send to? Should I send to Johnny? Should I send to Barnaby?
Barnaby's driving, so probably someone not driving, just so that they're not completely distracted.
Okay. Johnny is the most familiar person to me, so I probably send to Johnny.
Okay.
Hey, just saw you drive by. Where are you going? That we may meet up? Is everything good? That's the sending.
It's okay right now. Barnaby used his contacts as police to get us out of here, going towards university. Was circling block waiting for you.
Oh,
That's the
that's
end
not
of the
a,
sentence.
that's not a second spell. They're headed towards the university. They were waiting for us. I don't know why. We can't all fit in the car.
This time when they go around, they don't come back around.
Okay, good. The more they circle, the more they're just going to get caught.
Right? Like, what is the point here? What is going on?
Yeah, how many more times were they going to circle? Okay. Okay. Can you get them? Oh, actually, do I have sending? Hold on.
I mean, I can send again. I just...
Yeah, but I know, you know what? I've got sending, and right now your spell slots are probably more precious because you've got things that are slightly more helpful in this situation. So, yeah, I mean, everything I got, with the exception of like 1 or 2 things, is about destruction. So I will cast sending. I'll cast sending to Johnny, and got your message. Where would you like to meet up? We will rendezvous with you there. Don't circle around again.
Rendezvous feels like a bit like a big word for a sending. It feels like it should take up more words than it. It feels like it should take up more words than it does. I heard rendezvous and I'm like, that's 3 words. That's not 3 words.
Thank the
Well,
universe.
it sounds like rendezvous, like the dance.
Yes.
I'm doing the dancer thing of where you use your hands and do the thing, which is 3 words.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey didn't want to leave without Tallulah. We will meet you in the university district at the theater department.
All right, they're gonna head straight for the university district to the theater department. We'll just meet them there.
Okay.
And Tallulah knows where that is, and she will silently and gracefully lead us there.
Yeah, she is your guide. Actually, you guys separated on the premise that she would be your group's guide.
Mhm. Thank you, Tallulah.
All right, so getting to the university district is pretty easy. There is a checkpoint, but they're not preventing people from going in. It seems like they're not even stopping people from going in. The people are only being stopped coming out. So you guys can approach the checkpoint on foot if you'd like. That's not going to be a problem. And again, it's no problem to get inside if that's what you want to do.
I think that's our. We were gonna have to end up in the theater department anyway. So
All roads lead to theater.
yeah,
The
We
play
were
is the
just-
thing.
we were just gonna do it by a
All roads
more.
lead to musical theater.
Well, if Crescenza had any say, they were gonna lead to musical theater.
100%.
So yeah, we'll give our fake name, or at the very least, Fairlos will give her fake name, which Lauren does not remember at this moment.
Captain
but Fairlos does.
Stormwind?
I think so. Yeah.
Captain Stormwind.
You are. hang
You're
on.
Fiona Apple.
I'm
I'm
Agatha
Fiona
Christie.
Apple.
And you're who?
Agatha Christie.
Agatha
That's right,
Christie.
Agatha Christie, because I made a point about that.
Hang
Yeah,
on, I
we
have
gave-
it. It's right at the top of my chapter. Give me 1 second.
And Malcolm Reynolds, which I think was
Johnny.
Johnny.
So, Captain Stormwind, Malcolm Reynolds, Fiona Apple, Agatha Christie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe Tallulah just gave her current fake name.
Mhm.
Tallulah's Tallulah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can get inside. They are asking for names as you go inside, but that's literally it. And you guys managed to make it inside to the university district. It is, there is certainly it's called the university district, but there is a residential part on the outskirts. Like the university is sort of towards the core. And as you guys move further in, you will see the university is one of the tallest buildings in the entire dome of Brescia. It is taller than any of the skyscrapers back in the Celestial District, and those literally almost touch the top of the thing. The university district's spires, like the bits where the university goes up, go through the dome.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there? I guess I'll ask Tallulah this, but is there a reason that they do that? Is it just for funsies? Is it like is poking into the water? Is that so that they can get access to something for theater? Like
The university itself, the University of Brescia, is older than the dome. It's older than the sinking of Brescia. It is from back when it was a flying city.
okay.
So is that then, is that like then a magical limitation? Like the dome could only be so big?
Yeah, the dome had a specific size that, well, it was originally, so I'm giving this to you from what Tallulah would be able to tell you. And to some degree, Rivulet also knows some of this stuff. You're not from the city, but you're from the region. And the city is the most important city in the region. The dome is of a particular size. The university was the tallest building at the time. In fact, the more modern skyscrapers in the Celestial District, those came after. That's why they're shorter than the dome. However, you can't actually pass through that part of the building. And long ago, those parts actually were destroyed, and it's been 1,000 years. The parts that stuck through the dome actually have long since been destroyed. The dome still covers it. At some point, as a vanity project, one of the previous empresses went out and rebuilt it, but they're not accessible parts. They just look like they're accessible parts.
Okay. That's still interesting.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
The parts that stick through the dome. So the dome is a shield, and it covers the parts where it intersects the building. You can't pass through those. The parts that are outside the dome are inaccessible. And long ago, they broke, fell off, they were destroyed. And at some point, one of the previous empresses, as a vanity project, went out and built new spires on top of the dome that are inaccessible and probably empty. No one's really spent time out there looking around at it.
Just there for visuals, not for anything.
Right.
Just the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting.
And as we're walking through the university district, so we've been hearing a lot about this place in specific, about we've just been hearing a lot about this place, both from the rebel side and from the propaganda side. How does it look now that we're actually here, like boots on ground?
Police
what do the people
presence
look like?
Police presence on every corner. There are people walking around with signs periodically. Look like they're either going to or from a protest. But there's a heavy police presence here as well.
Okay. All right.
Dislike it.
We'll follow Tallulah to the theater department and try to just get there without causing a ruckus.
This character specifically.
Wee.
You're not going to have too much trouble getting into the theater department. As you guys approach, there will be a couple of people sort of guarding the entrance, for lack of a better way to put it, which is really strange in this particular context. But as you're approaching, one of them will stop you. Who's leading this? Probably Furloughs.
At the very least, I'm next up. Tallulah's probably leading it, but
we don't know where we're going.
Yeah, but I'd be very close on her.
If somebody
six.
if somebody steps up to you guys, you're probably gonna step in front, I would imagine.
I'd be there. Yeah, right. She's leading. I'm muscle.
Right. So one of the people, a fairly large guy, steps up and just kind of cocks his head to the side and says, "Have we spoken before?"
We're speaking now.
Make an insight check.
26.
That was not the right answer, which is a weird thing to say in this particular context. Whatever it was, that was not the right answer.
I don't think Fairlos is trying to give the right answer.
I will say with a 26, yeah, you're probably not. With a 26 insight, you've heard that phrase before once.
Have we
spoken before? Yeah.
Oh, is this okay? Oh, do I have the other half of that phrase in my notes?
It was something Johnny said to Michelle's father.
Yeah.
Can I try and remember?
Yeah. Which it definitely won't be in your notes because I don't think you were there for that session.
I don't think I was there, but I still would like to try.
Was that in the apartment?
It was. It was right before you guys went outside before you teleported out. Yes. Latia, let's give you a history check.
Okay.
DC for this is going to be, let's call it 14.
I'm going to use my inspiration for this one because that roll is poopy.
That was pretty bad, yes.
That's better. 26.
Not out loud.
Okay. I'm gonna put my hand on Furless's shoulder, and say, "Sorry, not out loud."
That his entire face changes and softens, and he just kind of steps back and says, absolutely, go ahead."
Sorry, it's been it's been a weird couple hours. Forgive us.
Understandable. All right, and let's move you guys to the theater.
Just stick my snout between you and Tallulah, like, hello.
Let's move you guys
Pardon
to
me.
the theater's backstage.
Excuse me, I know the correct answer, which is fine because, yeah, like I said,
Escort raises her hand.
I don't think
Excuse me.
Fairlos is trying to give a correct answer.
And as you sort of walk in here, it seems like a lot of whatever's going on is happening backstage. And this is the
So we are now
backstage
at the
area.
university, correct?
You are. Yeah, you're inside the theater department. That was what that sort of call and response was for.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can move you guys here.
Ah, Soren, you're so cute.
Oh yeah, is this you finally gotten a chance to chat, eh?
Face to face.
Yeah.
Yeah, just for the sake of the audience here. This is Soren, which has been met before. Well, not met before,
Oh, so
observed
pretty.
before. That's Essiqua's mentor. Rest of these people here, you recognize Crescenza,
Womp womp womp.
Mikey.
It's a
over
good
here.
look.
It
It's a real
is.
good look.
She pulls off the
It's a
rainbow
very
hair.
yeah. It's a very delirium look.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls off rainbow hair and still mysterious, which is impressive.
Yeah, rainbow goth is a
Right.
epic look if you can swing it.
Couple people here that you don't necessarily recognize.
He looks so jovial.
Gerald Axel.
Yeah.
No, jovial.
That too.
And she looks like she could murder all of us.
Mhm. And we would ask her to.
Mm-hmm.
We would thank her
Possibly,
for it.
Right. And Peggy Lynn just looks sweet. Like, just sweet.
Who
And-
could
and-
also probably still murder us.
Probably.
And finally, in like a light argument with Soren, is this fellow. They are currently arguing.
Distinguished.
They are currently arguing about the the fellow, the orcish fellow with the glasses, is arguing with Soren that he is basically just, I would require only one of your actors temporarily for just a single demonstration. They will be returned to you very quickly. It will not be a problem. And Soren's like, apologies, but I need the actors for rehearsals. We are currently in a bit of a time crunch. And your philosophy class is not a priority. And then you guys sort of come in,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone sort of turns to look.
He's a philosophy professor?
This guy, Remy Laurent, yes. This guy. Or at least that's the implication you picked up from that conversation.
Reveal the code word has been uttered in Revealet's
Mhm.
presence.
Yeah.
It has been. I'm just trying to get down who all of these people are.
That's
trying
fair.
to understand.
I'm also going to take a quick look around. We don't see Barnaby. We don't see Mikey. We don't
Not
see.
current. Well, you see Mikey. Mikey is here.
Yeah.
He's this orcish fella right here.
Oh, okay. So actually, I'll look at Mikey and say, "Where's everybody else that was in the car?"
Well, and he's going back to trying to do a English accent because he picked that up from Tallulah, but or changing his accent around, he picked up from Tallulah. Well, they are currently Johnny is, I believe, coordinating with one of the other departments. That's the part of the reason why Remy is here. And my mother, she's escaped the city, I'm told. And my father is currently helping her, I believe, in the course of escaping the city.
Okay, so Barnaby is left to go be with your mother.
Yes, he tried to convince me to come along, but I have things to do.
Figures. Did he take the car with him?
I think so.
I figured, but
It was the easiest way.
it was worth an ask. It is good to see that you are okay. We were very worried when we saw what had happened at the crow's nest. Do you
Yes. That was all. Yes, we showed up, and it was less than an hour, half an hour before the police came in. And there was some fighting. I believe the little robot man and his companion fought off the police for several hours, but eventually they were overcome.
Were they taken or were they
What was
just...
left?
Also, as we walk in, I wanted to get an idea of what as we when we walk in specifically, like, does the demeanor of anybody in this room change?
Okay, so you know Soren to be
Yeah.
the kind of person who is constantly absorbed in his current process of doing things. So he doesn't really notice that you've come in. Crescenza is off to the side, just sort of observing the argument between Soren and Remy. And she like vaguely looks over in your direction when you come in, but doesn't give you too much of an acknowledgement. The other actors and crew people back here do like sort of like, oh, there's a bunch of new people, very strange looking people that just walked into this place. What the fuck is going on? But they do sort of stay back where they are and just sort of observe, for lack of a better way to put it, especially when you start talking to Mikey.
Okay. Oh no.
What's wrong?
I was looking at chat. Somebody says little robot in this neat, and Cassius goes, not anymore. It's okay. We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Debris is with this machine kills fascist etched on the inside of his chassis.
He died as he lived.
Killing fascists.
Killing fascists. Frankly, I am, and Fairless will actually say this out loud. Frankly, I'm surprised that the bar is still intact, considering how excited that little robot was to go out in a blaze of glory.
Yes, it was quite violent from my perspective. Well, anyway, and like Mikey is gonna start of like edging his way over into Lula's direction.
And I think I'm actually gonna go over to Soren.
That's
I know
fair.
we don't have our tokens on here. I don't
Oh,
feel like...
they
I don't-
are,
I-
but I didn't put them. I did put them either on the DM layer. Give me 1 second.
That's okay.
Change layer, tokens.
Here we are.
Ah, there we are.
We appear.
Yeah. Apologies. I realize a lot of things could have been solved by just having the tokens on screen, because then you would know where you are in relation to everyone else.
That's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna. Actually, I'm just gonna go over here and I'm gonna stand uncomfortably close next to him.
He does that. He does that thing where he's just like having the conversation. You like get into his eye line, and like you would think he would notice you, but he still is like focused on having his discussion with the philosophy professor. And then at some point you get so close, he just kind of like stops, and he's like, and then sees like Essequa.
Yeah. Hi.
Oh my God! Hello.
What? Okay, hi. There is more surprise in your voice than I feel that there should be, given that you knew that I was here.
I did. I'm sorry. I think I might have lost track of things.
That's fine. But yeah, I said I'd be here. I know you got my sendings.
I
So
told you not to come.
you did, but there we go. Now you're caught up. You did. However, we were on our way anyway.
Right. Well, okay. He like gently like looks over your shoulder at Crescenza, who just kind of nods.
What was
Well,
what was that about?
you-
I'd like to make an insight check.
okay, go ahead.
I was almost a natural 20, but it is a 19.
A 19. I mean, he looks like he's kind of like, are these people allowed to be here?
Oh, okay.
Which is weird because he's like the director of this, or supposedly in name at least, the director of this production.
Yeah. I mean, I also do know Crescenza by way of the Night of Nightmares and her being in my dream. So
That's fair, yeah.
I don't know. I'm not suspicious of her, but I am curious about her. But yeah, we're here now, and I don't remember if we've agreed to this, but we heard that you needed conveniently, and I will cast eyes back at Crescenza, 4 more people. Replacements.
Yes, we do. I believe we needed Ophelia and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern and Gertrude, replacement actresses and actors. So, yes, if you're available. Sorry, I know I offered you Hamlet, but as it turns out, I found another actress who will be amazing at it.
Wait, you offered me Hamlet? When did you do that?
Yes, one of the last times that we spoke, I talked to you about the possibility of you coming in and playing Hamlet. I think it was over the Magics.
It's okay. I misunderstood that because I just thought that you wanted me to be in Hamlet, not be as Hamlet. To which I was like, that's not what I signed up for, but we're here now, so it's fine.
Fair enough. Yes.
I'm like sitting on the edge of the stage now.
Understandable. Remy, just use Professor Tyrell. Professor Tyrell, you've used him before. Use him again. He's, the co-chair of the philosophy department. He's perfectly capable of doing what you need.
What is that about, actually? Sorry to interrupt this discussion. But I'm curious.
Remy stands up. Well, we're doing a practical demonstration of a philosophical concept. And just to be clear, Soren, Professor Tyrell he's tired of being pigeonholed into that particular role. Professor Tyrell is a troll. He is the co-chair of the philosophy department. And we have a practical experiment we like to do every year where essentially it's a thought experiment, but in practice, where Professor Tyrell will be blindfolded, and the concept will be given that this is a narrow hallway. There are 5 people who are innocent, and Professor Tyrell is prodded to run down the hallway. Do you do something to kill Professor Tyrell, or do you allow him to run down the hallway and accidentally kill 5 people? We call it the trolley problem. And
I agree with Latia.
I caught it too. I caught it. Just, this close. I was this close. All right, continue.
And we generally, Professor Tyrell is getting very annoyed at the implication that he is a mindless troll unable to so he would rather that we had an actor come in and perform for the role. But I seem to have failed in that particular bit of persuasion. So yes, I'll have to speak with. I'll have to speak with Professor Tyrell, see if he's still all right with it.
Well, it seems like that concept could be extrapolated in a number of other meaningful
Yes, we have other ways of doing it.
You could
yes.
demonstrate that with a different scenario.
Yes,
It sounds like you would have to, because you would no longer have a troll, and so your name would break down at that point.
Yeah, Also, we liked how clever the name was, but that's neither here nor there. We'll
Why
work
is
on
it clever?
It's because of it's a troll and a problem.
Yes.
Actually, that's a great question. Why did I think that was clever?
Puns.
No, but
what's
it a pun of?
Listen, I never said that I thought that it was a good pun.
But what's the pun? What's
No,
it referencing?
I don't know. That's.
You just
Lauren
stuck,
looks confused.
I'm going to have to sit with that for a while.
you just stuck troll into the name, and so it's a troll.
And he is genuinely bothered by this interaction to the point where he just sort of he shuffles off, kind of weird.
Because couldn't it just as easily be a fishy problem or a
An elfie problem or
a rocky
rocky
problem or
Yeah, he doesn't understand why that thought had entered into his mind, and you have literally given him almost a blue screen of death here.
I've
Oh, no.
existentialized a philosophy professor in less than 5 seconds of knowing
Something is wrong. He understands when you say that something is wrong with his world, and he doesn't understand what that thing is, and so he just fucking leaves.
The funny thing is, he leaves, and Fairlos looks back at Riv and says, so he thinks that this is an actual philosophical problem, and he's just not trolling his class.
Oh, you thought the pun was that he was trolling the class, but that has nothing to do with the actual philosophical issue at stake.
No, I totally thought that he was just trolling his class, because why would you even let that whole thing happen? Why would you just not stop the person by removing the blindfold so that no one accidentally died? This isn't
valid.
Isn't the pun that the whole thing was predicated on?
I don't think so. It felt like there was something else beyond that. That the idea behind it was something about the inevitability of the issue versus a group of innocents, but I don't know.
No, I thought he was just trolling everybody, and that's why he wanted to have a troll involved.
Oh,
and
now that I think about that, that's a really problematic phrase, isn't it?
I totally agree. That's the whole thing.
Soren will speak up here and just be like, "That's just more philosophical nonsense. I'm not particularly bothered by it. They could get their own actors."
I mean, they don't even have to use actors, really. The problem or the scenario in theory is also served by having something inanimate, possibly controlled by a person. Like you could get a cart and line up these 5 people, and
honestly, just use illusions.
Or illusions. That way, no one gets hurt.
Well, I think it's all made up. No one actually gets hurt. I think in the demonstration, but
I think when you're utilizing real people in real in situations like that, there's always the potential for someone to get hurt.
If you add illusions, there's a whole other layer to it, because then it's the nature of reality, isn't it? Then
yes, Yes, the nature of reality. Uh, but
Philosophy is so weird.
I'm I'm less concerned with the nature of those made up realities and more concerned with the nature of my own made up reality. So,
As long as we're all talking about the same made up reality.
yes. Um, of course. I
But why
think
does yours take precedence? Generally speaking, I know that you are in a time crunch to get the play going, but in the situation of made up realities, why should one take precedence over any other? I am turning into Rivulet. This is not a bad thing. We have other things to discuss.
that was kind of a
Griff
lot.
is very proud that Essequa has started like exploring the idea of reality relativism.
Uh, and as you say that, coming in from one of the side rooms, and when I say coming in, I mean passing through the doorway immaterially, a ghost pops through.
Oh yeah, because they got a real ghost
They
to
got a
play the
real
ghost. I
Yeah.
remember.
And says, "All right, where I need to be for this next scene?" And we're gonna go ahead and take our break.
Please tell me that was a flump and that we just found Roscoe and he's a ghost now. Because I will be both sad and happy at the same time.
I gotta look through my ghost tokens and see what we got, but
I can't wait to learn this ghost's name.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of great options, but I'll find something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's take our break, and let's say we'll come back at 25 till. So in
Yay. 15
20
minutes.
Yeah.
Wait, is that right?
35, 4:35, or 6?
No, that's 25 minutes from now. So 25 till, not 25 after.
Yeah,
Oh.
the 35
Yeah,
is 25
35.
till.
Yeah. Ahoy! I'm going to do credits really quickly here. Cartography by Shay and Peku. Cartography by Shay and Peku Sci-Fi. Maps by Luke Stratton. Maps by Eightfold Paper. Music by Tabletop Audio. Character tokens by Greek46. Custom tokens by Shay and Peku Tokens. Overlay art by Pack Stream. Custom world map by Frecklesketches. Logo and character art by Luke McCay. And thank you to our moderators, Billith and Strike Red Kite. And Billith is also producing for us today. And I think some people had some stuff.
Yeah. I want to do two things really quickly. The first is our good friend Robogoblin TTRP Gifts. Currently is having some stuff going on and has a Ko-fi up for helping to cover some family medical expenses. And they are obviously a good friend of the show and have been an amazing member of the tabletop community for many years. So if you have some extra to spare and can help out, the link is on their Blue Sky, and it looks like Lauren might be searching to put it in chat. The other thing I wanted to say is I know a lot of people may be losing SNAP benefits this week. If you have extra and can donate to your local food bank, money especially is helpful to local food banks. They have ways to make your dollars go further than even food donations to those food banks. If you do not have that and need to access food, I'm putting two links into chat right now. Foodfinder.us and findhelp.org. Findhelp.org also has various mutual aid organizations as well. So both of those can help you find your local food bank and other resources that can help you if you need them. It's going to be a tough time for a lot of people. So please help out your neighbors, your friends, your community, to help everybody get through tough times. And that's how we get through tough times. So yeah.
Thanks,
I don't know if
Jen.
anybody has stuff to add.
Did anyone else have anything else? All right.
I second everything Jen just said.
Absolutely.
Thirded.
So a ghost has passed through the door asking where his where he's supposed to be.
Oh. I
Oh, dear.
approve of his choice of bedsheet.
Mm.
Their choice of bedsheet.
And Soren is kind of going to rush off unless you guys say something or interrupt. He's going to kind of rush off in that general direction because this is his VIP actor. Well, one of his VIP actors.
Very important poltergeist.
I like it.
Excellent.
I wish I'd thought of it.
Very important Polonius. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, we did both.
Wrong play.
I know.
But still.
Crescenza is actually going to walk up in y'all's general direction. Hi. I wasn't sure you guys were going to make it.
We weren't sure we were going to make it for a while there, too.
Fair enough. Well, it's been a long day for you. Would you like to get some rest?
Probably, although I think we have questions as well.
Right. Let's pass through the veil, as it were. And she's going to sort of walk up to the curtains and sort of peek her way to the other side. And then kind of go through.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna die.
You can very clearly see the look on Faralos's face is confused.
I don't think we're gonna die. I think she means in the theater term, pass through the veil. She just wants us to go on the other side of the curtain. And then I pull out my rapier and I poke the curtain, which just appears to be a normal curtain.
Well, make a perception check.
I will do that. I will make all the necessary rolls because D&D Beyond is behaving for me today.
Yeah.
That's an 18.
Nice. Yeah, it seems like it's probably just a regular curtain.
Yeah, I feel fairly confident in the fact that this is a normal curtain. And to prove that confidence, I will walk through.
Yeah, you just end up on the other side. Let me grab the tokens because I do have this map set up.
Yeah, I will follow Essequa.
I guess that's where we're headed.
Oh. Maybe.
And there is a second set of curtains that are opened as you guys pass through. And the backstage lighting is coming through pretty good here, but it is completely empty. And before you passed through the curtain, you could hear like various sounds of people walking around doing things. I'd say, Furlos, with your passive perception, probably. Does anyone else have a passive perception of 18 or above?
No.
Okay.
I
Furlos,
don't
with your
think so.
passive perception, you're going to notice that all of those sounds quiet to nothing.
What a perfect curtain. Can
I was
have
about
that
to.
curtain in real life?
Yeah, I was about to say, as we pass through this curtain, is it that thick of a curtain, or do I think there's more going on here?
I'd say, make an Arcana check.
Sure.
I'll help you.
Sure. With my +1. All right, it's 14. Thank you, Essequa.
Yeah.
It's probably just a thick curtain.
Probably just a thick curtain. Yeah, Fairless won't say anything, but is definitely like we'll walk through, and then she slows down a little bit as we walk through, and once everybody is through, she just kind of looks back at the curtain a little bit. And besides the five of us, is that there's nobody else in
There's nobody else in this
theater? Okay.
theater. We shouldn't be disturbed for a little while. You had questions?
So everybody else in the play just thinks they're putting on a play.
Ah. Yes.
And at what point are they going to realize there's more going on than just a play?
Hopefully they won't need to. There shouldn't be any danger to them.
Yes, but at some point, isn't the purpose of this to get at least us, if not more than us, into a position where we can free people and potentially overthrow the government?
Yes. The purpose is to get you behind the palace walls, which is sort of, the theater behind the palace walls is a pretty good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
So won't there be questions once, say, the four of us don't show up for our lines?
Well, I don't think that's necessary. In an ideal world, you'll be able to be on stage saying your lines at the same time you are freeing the kingdom.
In an ideal world, I'll never need to be on stage saying any lines, but I assume you have some sort of idea of how that's going to work?
Yes. Magic.
Do you care to elaborate? Because we assumed that would be the case.
What is it you wish to know about the magic that I will be employing?
What are we gonna need to know about being in two places at once?
Okay. Well, it's not going to be... We're going to have a rehearsal. I'm going to monitor the rehearsal. And then once the rehearsal's over, I'm going to run an illusion duplicate of all of you.
So we are not going to be in two places. You are going to
Well, for everyone else, they're going to think that you're in two places.
There will be an illusion. Okay. That makes more sense.
Is this illusion dependent on us actually knowing our lines, or did you just need the bodies?
No, I'm going to be recording your performance and then replaying it. So
Right.
Um, forgive me if this is an inappropriate question, but as a one who is so reverential of the theater and performance and acting, isn't it all about the performance being live and spontaneous and in the moment? Isn't it a violation to be having something that's done before?
I think so. Yes.
So why would you do that?
Special. It's a special occasion. It needs to be done in order for all of your plans and my plans and everyone's plans to come to fruition.
But isn't live theater its own form of magic?
I think so. Yes.
And isn't that destroying that possibility of that magic occurring?
I think so. But given what we'd have to sacrifice elsewise, I mean, I'm perfectly happy with having you do your parts here if you'd like. I have nothing against that. But the only way we're going to be able to get you behind the security cordons and out of the university district will be to have you as part of the ensemble cast. So, I,
No, understood. I'm just trying to understand your perspective on this because it seems
It's
like
not
it's
ideal.
in conflict with your fundamental values of.
well, my fundamental values are I'd like to stop producing.
Okay.
And
And
this
so-
is an easy way for me to get to that point.
So once we get behind the walls, is the only goal to free the prisoners, or are we also trying to get to the throne room?
Well, you can get to the throne room if you want. I'm definitely going to be getting to the throne room.
And what's your plan once you get there? Oh, I need I got to insight that pause. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. And just to be clear, is that her thinking or is
No,
that
that's her.
okay? I know I'm about to incite a god, but like,
Go ahead.
But I think the god is not that good an actor.
well, I mean, we'll see. So that's a dirty 20, and the reason Fairlos is inciting is because she has this notion of what Crescenza wants to do with the book, whether it's true or not. So yeah, what's she thinking about? What do I think she's thinking about with the what's your plan once you get to the throne room?
Mhm.
She is deeply embarrassed by her answer that she is considering.
Embarrassed?
Embarrassed. That's interesting.
And you see like her face kind of goes through some phases here where she's like, I'm not going to tell them. I have to tell them. I should tell somebody. It's important enough. These guys are going to be. I'm going with your natural 20 insight here. Not natural
It's not
20,
natural
but
20. It's a
your
dirty.
your dirty 20. She seems like she wants to tell you the important information, but it's a little embarrassing. Not a little embarrassing, deeply embarrassing.
That's funny.
I think Fairlos will ride out the silence and let her let her cook for a little bit, and then if I think she's about to bail, if I think that she's made right, if I think at the last moment that she's like, no, I'm not going to tell them, like, do I get the sense that she's gone, I'm going to keep this?
No.
Okay, then I'll stay quiet.
I used to be allowed to act in pretty much anything I wanted to. And then I got older, and I started having my roles narrow and narrow, and eventually it was just easier for me to produce my own works so that I could star in them.
Mm.
And then I became a god, and everything became about being a producer. The Kasari wouldn't let me do a whole lot of acting because they were worried that I would become too powerful with too many worshippers. And you're not eligible for any of the awards when you're a god actor. So I want to go back. And there's a book in the throne room that will let me go back. Not in time, but in progress.
You don't want to be a god anymore.
I do not. I'll
Can
keep the
I-
eternal youth. That's nice. But everything else they can have back.
Can I make some sort of check to determine if, based on what she says that the book can do, which book it might be?
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh, what book? Arcana, intelligence, history, what?
Hmm.
You want to, from what she said, determine what book she might be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Performance.
Oh. Well,
I think. Hang on.
okay.
Can I? May I also make this check?
Yeah. Natural 20.
Hey.
Oh, well, I'm not going to top that.
I mean,
The 27 total.
Yeah. She it's the could have been queen.
that's the one I thought it was for
That
other
makes
reasons,
sense.
but yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna hold on to that thought until we're no longer in Crescenza's presence.
That's fair. And rolling forward your not natural. You keep saying natural. Rolling forward your 20 insight, Furloughs. Everything she said seems to be true.
So Fairlos thought it was Tallulah's book because it makes sense for it to be Tallulah's book to be used as the one that's influencing all the people. Like that was
Yeah.
her rationale for why she thinks it's Tallulah's book. So oh, this is gonna be a hard question. Okay. That makes sense. How aren't they using that book to influence all the people here? How are you gonna use that book to not be a god anymore?
Well, as I see it, the book is, yes, being used to influence people, and of course you're going to want to acquire it and or utilize it to reverse that, I believe. It's the whole reason I've been assisting with the rebellion is that all of our aims are in parallel. Yeah, it is beyond reality. It exists in a way that is outside of this world. And I believe if properly tuned to the proper powers, it can do many things. And this one in particular is certainly tuned into performances. and performances are sort of my thing.
Riv, I sort of look at her and I go, one other thing that I don't know if you've been considering, but I think it's worth doing some internal reflection on the fact that as a woman, you are a woman, yes?
More or less.
And particularly as an older woman, you are diminishing yourself and your work. And I think there's something to reflect on in the self-diminishment.
Rivulet, I'm tired.
You can think about this later, but I think it's something worth considering.
I meant that more as an overarching issue, but fair, of course.
Aren't we all?
I don't want to be responsible for the things that I'm supposed to be responsible for anymore. It'd be nice to just relax and be
Well,
myself.
if you're in a hyper-visible role and you're shaping the narrative because you're a producer, so you're in an empowered position of making decisions, as well as being the face of those decisions, it would seem that as an older woman, you're representing a group that rarely is centered in narratives, and therefore diminishing yourself in that position sends a certain signal.
I think that what you're saying is very accurate and very true, and if I weren't multiple thousands of years old, that I would consider it more seriously. But
How many women who are multiple thousands of years old do you see in leadership roles and centered in stories?
I think Essequa actually laughs at that. Not like, and not in like an actual like making fun of way. It's just
Yeah.
The answer to that question is
It's almost
No.
done.
exactly.
Not a lot. No, that's true.
Unless you're talking about mythology.
Well, may I offer a suggestion here, which is when we get a hold of that book, there's no reason why someone else can't take over that role.
Sure. I think there's one amongst your number who might find a particularly useful find that a particularly useful avenue. I think she's currently with someone else, someone she knows from the past. Mikey, yes, that's his name.
Um, is she talking about Tallulah?
Yeah, who
I
is
bel-
not actually here. I moved the token on, but
Okay, I believe Tallulah already has a couple of a couple of responsibilities before she becomes any kind of deity. So while I think she would be very flattered, you might want to consider another performer before Tallulah.
I mean, it is. Okay, now roll another insight check.
Okay. 19.
Okay. She is certainly keeping something back at this point. And it somehow relates to Tallulah.
I mean, it's Tallulah's book. I think Fairlos will kind of narrow her eyes and maybe lean in just a little bit closer and go, or is Tallulah the only option?
Well, it was going to come out sooner or later. Yes, I plan to make your friend a god.
That didn't answer my question, but Are you going to talk to her about it before you actually do it?
Yes, of course. It won't work unless she's on board, so. But I have to toss off this demigod power to someone. It can't just sit and float. Well, I guess it could. Then it would create a new entity, and that would be its own thing.
No, let's not leave that up to random chance if we can avoid it. That seems like
I mean,
a
if I
very
have
bad
to,
idea.
yeah, if I have to, that's what I'll do.
But no, you don't have to. We have options. If not Tallulah, we are in a theater department. There's got to be somebody else. But okay.
Now the book is, I believe it's her book.
You are believing correct, yes.
It has to be her or no one.
That
But
makes sense.
that's something that I'll have to have a conversation with her. I think so. There is a dormitory nearby that was cleared out when some of the students inside tried to leave the university district to do a protest over in the Celestial district. I think they were all arrested. So it's completely empty if you guys need somewhere to sleep.
Sleep will be good. Lauren just looking over her notes to figure out if there's any other questions we need to ask Crescenza while we got her here. There were like 3 billion, but I'm trying to remember. When do you plan on having this conversation with Tallulah?
I suppose when she's done catching up with her friend.
Okay, sooner rather than later is good.
One would hope. Also, none of this can be spoken outside of the confines of our interactions. No one else can eavesdrop on us right now. I did a thing.
Ah.
Oh, it wasn't just the curtain.
Well, yes, it is, but it isn't.
Also, how would we even begin to talk about any of this outside of us?
Understandable.
Okay. I guess I will go memorize some lines.
Yes. Soren will have scripts for you. And also, Esequa, I believe Soren desperately wanted to speak with you. He may have forgotten because he does that sometimes, but he does desperately want to speak with you to catch up and also to address a few concerns about your safety in the city or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably forgot because he forgot that I was going to be here, even though I said
No,
it.
he remembered until you got here.
That still counts as forgetting.
Yes, well, fair enough.
Riv, how about you? Anything else you wanted to address before we end?
Did we need to ask about the changes to the ending at all?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, that's probably a Soren question if he's the director.
Okay.
Unless, if these questions are being said out loud, then I would say unless, and then I kind of like turn to Crescenza, unless you have some input into those changes.
Oh, she did.
Yes,
You were here for this, Latia.
Yes, okay. I'm the one who.
There was a whole thing about, we got a little of her backstory,
Okay.
and that she basically showed up and she wanted to do the Lion King.
Right, I remember this.
Yeah, and
Okay.
so she was from Avalon. Did we want to ask anything about Avalon?
She was from Avalon back when it was also a floating city.
I
can't
don't
think of
have
anything.
anything that I particularly want to ask.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to go through the list because I know Fairless is running the investigation here, the interrogation here. So I'm just pulling up the things that we may have forgotten in case there are things that
Yeah.
you want
No,
to
I
mention.
appreciate it because I'm kind of at the end of what I can think of. I think it's
If there's something you missed, you can always come back to her too. She's not going away.
true, but
Okay.
the closer we get to go time, the less chance we have to ask her these questions.
Very true.
And this is like the first chance we've gotten to like have this conversation after all of the mulling that we've been doing. So I get the impetus to try to get answers. Yeah. I will ask this because Jen, aka Reveal It, does bring up a good point about the ending. So it's a so we know that the ending has been changed to be something slightly more appropriate to what's going on locally. Is the plan to be in a position where the revolution will have taken hold by the time the ending has arrived? Because I cannot imagine anyone in the audience will appreciate that ending once they get to it.
That is the plan. Yes, there is a undercurrent of actual revolution going on, and with hope, let's just say, I may have been saddled with this particular script, but it is a large cast, and it's useful for smuggling in certain other agents as well.
Has Johnny Jubilee been added to the cast somewhere?
He's going to be on the crew.
How did he manage to get on the crew and I have to memorize lines?
I thought
Fairlos looks actually offended. Fairlos looks legitimately upset at this.
I'm sorry. I thought it would be a better story.
Better story? I don't know, but listen, it's going to be up to you about whether it's going to be a better play or not.
Maybe. I'm still trying to see if I can work in a couple of musical numbers, but it's a lot.
Well, listen, for the sake of your story, your musical numbers better not include me in any shape or form, or else there will not be me involved in this play whatsoever.
Understandable.
The play is already around 3 hours. I don't know that adding more is helpful in terms of keeping the attention of an audience.
No, that's true. We were going to
point.
cut some stuff, and it's a whole thing. I don't know.
Oh,
I haven't been able to convince most of the actors to go along with it, and honestly, I'm just so tired of dealing with this end of things. So I might just leave it the way it is.
We've only got a couple more days, right? 4 days at this point.
Yeah, because it has actually ticked over to past midnight, so it is now 4.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it is like 1 a.m.
Yeah. Well, I can't think of anything else at this point except asleep.
Yes. Well, then yes. One of the guard that you spoke with on the way in, he should be able to take you to where you need to go. If you do you know the call and response?
I look over at Essequa. I do
Yes.
now.
Okay. If that comes up ever, it's just good to have. And yes, I suppose that's all. I need to speak with your friend, so I'm going to go do that.
Essequa, you want to swing by and talk to Soren before we go?
Sure. Better before he forgets again.
And yeah, you guys can go pass through the curtain once more, and it's like like all the noises you didn't know you were missing come back in. And Soren is currently still having his conversation with the ghost but he does start to that conversation sort of winds down. The ghost passes through the door immaterially back out, and then he turns around. He sees you walking through and goes, "Oh, Essequa, you're here."
You saw me not 10 minutes ago.
Yes. Sorry, I've got a lot of things. A lot of things.
Understandable, but you really can make it sound like it's not the first time you're seeing me. I'm beginning to question whether or not you're having memory issues.
Would you like to make an insight check?
I would love to.
Because this is not, I mean, he is a little absent-minded and a little overly focused from time to time. This is exceptional in that regard.
That's just a 6.
Yeah, and you're the only one who knows him well enough, I'd argue, to make that insight check. It could just be he's just really busy right now and something is going on with him. Like normal things kind of going on with him. Nothing unusual or magical or nothing.
I'll give you a pass this time, Soren, but the next time you see me, if you act like we didn't see each other today, I'm going to have to get magical about it.
Right. Of course. Well, all right. I have... Okay. Did you see our ghost?
Yes. What is their name?
Oh, that's Cletus. Cletus Calhoun. Infamous actor from the Hivern Union.
Cletus Calhoun. Fabulous. Crescenza said you had something to talk to me about that was more than catching up.
Yes. Give me a moment to finish with the rest of the actors, and then we will have a conversation.
Okay.
I think that's a good spot for us to end our session.
What was the last name of the hold on.
Calhoun.
Calhoun. His name's Cletus Calhoun.
Cletus Calhoun. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
All right.
Sorry, I'm looking up Roscoe. I'm looking up Roscoe right now.
I don't think we know what Roscoe's last name is.
I don't have it written down. I just have Roscoe from Flump Force 5.
I think it was just Roscoe, but I do know what his
I
last
think it
name
was
is.
just Roscoe, but
Yeah.
I need to know if it's Roscoe Calhoun.
we never got there's no I just searched my notes to see if there was any other Calhoun because it sounded familiar, but I don't have any other Calhoun in my notes.
Okay, so
Okay.
here's the thing. I'll give you that. This will be the last thing. You're asking a very specific question that might have been answered by previous events. Because we talked about the fact that obviously when you met Roscoe, you didn't get his last name, but you've heard 2 separate news stories about him over the radio.
Yeah.
And they almost certainly would have used his last name in those stories where they were describing him, if he had one. Not everyone in this world has a last name. Sometimes people are just one-name people.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're asking that specific question, make a history check. Let's see if you remember.
Let's see. Let's do this with my +1. Go.
Yeah, and this isn't something that your player would have picked up. I never said it, but these are things that I did describe happening in the past. So
That's a 5. No,
Ah.
Fairlos did not. Fairlos was just like,
fair enough.
I got Roscoe. That's all I needed.
All right.
I'm a 1, so I actively am convinced I've heard it somewhere else. I thought it was Rascal.
Essequa, save us.
Okay, I'll ask. What is the check again?
It's history, which
History. Okay.
you're not bad at.
I've got a big. It's another natural 20.
Damn.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah, his
Thank you,
his last name is Calhoun.
Yes. I don't know why this makes me so happy, but it does.
Okay, so then at this point, like Cletus Calhoun.
It means he's a flump under that,
It means he's
that
a
sheet.
flump under
He's a
a
flump
sheet.
under that sheet. Yeah. That's
Ghost Flump.
Ghost
So
Flump.
here's the thing. It's full. Actually, you know what? It's full circle for Essequa, because when we saw the token, I was like, I am thrilled at their choice of bedsheet. I
Mhm.
said that as a joke
And
because
I was thinking because like you're right, and then I noticed that the bed sheet, like it did all the
it does
pokey
this.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's it goes up in a bunch of different ways. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. It's a
Amazing.
it's a ghost flump.
Glad you guys clocked that, because as soon as I saw that token, I knew what I was going to be doing with it. Let's do our credits, because that's a little postscript thing. Cartography by Shane Peku, cartography by Shane Peku Sci-Fi, Mats by Luke Stratton, Mats by Eightfold Paper, music by Tabletop Audio, character tokens by Greek46, custom tokens by Shane Peku Tokens, overlay art by Pack Stream, custom world bat by frecklesketches, logo and character art by Luke McCay. Special thank you to our moderators, Billith and Strike Redkite, and Billith, who is also producing for us today. And I think Lauren is after Katie. I'm so used to just throwing it to Katie and then it going around.
Yeah. Listen, I love y'all, and I love playing with everybody here, and I love this game, and that is the main reason I'm here. But I am also so tickled by some of the little things that happen, like Ghost Flump, that it just makes me happy. And yeah, so thank you for having me. I'm Lauren Urban. She here. You can find all the stuff I'm doing at lauren-urban.com. Go to the front page of my website. Since Katie's not here, I will do the quick Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms. You should go check out that game. It is on multiple systems across all of the ways that you can play things: Steam, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation, your toaster. You can also get a code, which is either this way or this way. I don't remember which way.
Labs Uvea Impi, Labs Uvea Impi.
Yes, put that code into your game, get a free Electrum chest, which will give you a whole bunch of loot for some of your characters, some of which may be characters that people on this stream have played in the past, including, I'll throw it over to Jen.
Hello, my name is Jen Crush, or you can find me on the interwebs as at DreamWisp, dreamwisp.bisky.social, or dreamwispjen, depending on what platform you're looking at. I am putting in the chat a couple of fun things that are important. TTRP Gifts, friend of the show, friend of all of us, amazing human in the tabletop community, is in need of some extra support right now for family, medical things. Please check that out. And if you are affected by the SNAP cancellations coming up in the US, I put in some links for food banks and mutual aid. And if you can donate to those, please do. Also, November 8th, Lauren and I are doing a thing, which we forgot to mention earlier, at the end of Fantasy Grounds Con. You can check that out. We have a fun event coming up with Hope Lavelle, B. Dave Walters, Alicia Marie, Adam Bradford, and friends. So come hang out with us at the end of Fantasy Grounds Con on November 8th. And then in Idle Champions, check out Alindra, who has a fancy Legend Keeper outfit with Professor Griff. Done.
Nice. Huzzah! I guess that makes it my turn. I'm Latia, and you can find me everywhere that my name exists, because as far as I know, I'm the only one in existence until the doppelgangers get out. I will be at Geek Girl Con next week and in Seattle. So if you're in Seattle, come see me at Geek Girl Con. No, please, I'm so excited to see you. I'll be helping out at the Women of Wizards booth and also doing a panel about career changes, because boy, my career trajectory has been a doozy. And they thought my trajectory was cool enough to talk about it on a panel. So I'll be doing that. And yeah, anything else, keep an eye on my socials or my website. You're all wonderful.
So sorry to get my notes open, make sure I'm not forgetting anything. All right, that looks like everything. Fun facts for this week. Vegetables and fruits are not mutually exclusive definitions.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
They are classifying different things. So one can be both or one and not the other, and it's the whole thing. And other than that, I don't have an outro, so try not to die, and I'll see you next week.
Ghost Flump!
Peace. Are we off?
No.
Uh,
I'm gonna just keep on waving until someone tells
So
me that
much
we're off.
waving.
So much
All
waving.
the waving.
are we still on?
Yes, we are.
I'm just gonna slow down my waving. Just, Billith, are you there?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
See you later.
Bye!
Philip, take us out.
Credits, go!